Okay, we're going to be in lesson 2 of our video series on how to draw. Today we're going to be focusing on seeing objects as simple shapes and seeing how that can work to our advantage. So I'm going to open Procreate. I got a blank artwork here, and I'm actually going to add a couple of reference drawings. First, to do that, we go over here, we push we push Canvas, then click Reference, and I'm not gonna do that one. I'm gonna select a different one. Oh wait, whoops. Import. I wanna do the coffee cup to start. So we're gonna be drawing this coffee cup. Make this reference box a little bit bigger so we can see what we're dealing with there. Okay, as you can see, it's pretty standard basic coffee cup. And you might think it's complicated to draw, but we're gonna look at this as far as simple shapes. So here we go. And we're just gonna sketch using lines. So see, this simple shape here at the top is an oval. And I don't try to get it exactly right, but we'll see an oval there. And then we just go down. And remember, this is what we were talking about last week. It's a cylinder. So we go down. It's going simple lines, kind of light. And then you can see here, this curve, the bottom of the cylinder, is to match this one. They'd be at a similar curve. And so you just kind of draw your cup. And you can see how this makes it look like you can put coffee in there. It's a bad arrow. And then we'll get into shading in the next lesson, but here we can start to darken up the lines once we get them where we want. Kind of build it in there. This goes back around. Simple shape. And as you draw more, you want to be able to kind of see how this curves. Sorry, that's bad. So it goes there, and then it actually comes back over this way. So you want to begin to see how this goes around, and this part's a little bit thicker. Okay, so there's that. And then to do this cup, we just look at this shape. It's kind of like goes out about right here. I'm looking at the negative shape, which is the shape outside of the drawing. And then the cup comes down to about here. It's a little circle. Goes up like this, and then it comes around. And see how my lines are not perfect? We're just practicing. But you can see this is a simple cup, and if we wanted to do more detail on it, we could begin to do that. But for the now, we're focusing on the shapes. And sometimes you can see here how this is like a negative shape. It comes up and goes down. And so we're actually drawing this inside circle here, and it's not even part of the cup, but it helps us draw the handle, but we see this negative shape here. This is the negative shape that I'm talking about right in here. So this is a cup, pretty basic. Let's go get rid of this one. Hold on. Let me just draw it somewhere else. Put this over here. Import this. Do our banana. Cool. So now we'll draw a banana on the other side of this. Again, we're focusing on the simple shapes. So we get the whole banana, lightly sketching it in. Again, lightly, because we'll go in with thicker, darker lines in a minute. Kind of getting, let me push this out of the way. It kind of goes up, goes down here and around. So we're just focusing again on those shapes in the stem. comes up, and this little thing looks something like that. So this is kind of more of an outline here, or like a gesture drawing. It's like what you do where the banana's pretty basic, it's just sitting there, but you get this idea of a banana. But so now we'll look at the shapes here, because you see this top shape, you can kind of think of the banana as a complicated rectangle. So that light part on there shows a plane or a shape. So we can kind of think of the banana as going like this and up. And then this comes down. Something like this. So it's already giving a little bit more shape to our banana. And this one comes here. And you can come and see it here. And see this, you could see it on the stem where it's basically like this. You have this another side over here. And I might be slightly exaggerating some of these things, but you get the sense. And so now you can begin to see how our drawing of the banana is looking a little bit more like it sits in space. And then if we, add this shadow under here, and we'll get more into how to shade and shadow and all these things. But see, then it begins to sit a little bit better. And this is just an outline of the banana. I know we could make it more colorful. We could do all these things, but this week we're just working on these simple things. And so find some objects around your house. You could do it from a picture, or you could do it looking at something. You can just try to break that object down into shapes. So for the banana, I'm seeing this piece right here as a shape. Let me put it in a different color. We'll go with yellow for a banana. Let's see. Cool. Okay, so see this shape now is this color. So I'll break this color down. And I know if I were actually drawing this, taking my time, I would do a little bit more than just one color. But see how you can see this is a simple color here for this part of the banana. Goes like that. And this part, I'm gonna make my brush a little bit fatter. This part of the banana goes up like this, kind of comes around. And if I was, again, I'm using a drawing brush that I just made a little bit fatter, but they have paint brushes on here that can do a little bit better job of this banana, of blending and coloring this banana. And then we'll get this back color so you can see these different shapes a little bit better. And then we'll get the stem on there. We see this kind of a green. I'm gonna make it a little bit more slightly darker. So here, I'm just kind of filling it in. There's a little bit here. I have to let my dog in a second. Gonna clean that up. We'll make this go around here a little bit. Get my eraser out. We don't need this. Just erase that. Cool. And then we'll get a little bit of color here. Again, see this as a shape. goes up like this. All right, Bear, I'm coming. And then we'll get a little bit on top there. And then we'll put, it's already kind of black, but we'll put this into here. And so even with just a couple little things, using this, you can see how our banana has been given a little bit more. Come on, Barry. Inside. Good boy. And so, again, this has kind of gone a little bit more than, but this is one of the nice things about the iPad. You can just kind of explore, you know, get that little bit of the color of the banana in there. And so this is part of the exercise for this week, is just to explore and practice with your drawing. And again, this isn't about making a beautiful finished picture. This is about getting in there, learning your tools, and figuring out what you want to do so you can make something cool, a little bit cooler than just this basic banana. But I hope this drawing lesson has showed you some ways to approach it. And then you can always, you know, if you're really, oops, that looks bad. This is kind of like a blender tool that can help, you know, blend a little bit. So then you have those shapes and you break it down and you can get it to look a little bit more realistic if you want. But anyways, here's the video. For the homework, just keep practicing drawing random objects, getting a feel for how they work, how your tools work. You can experiment with color if you want, but just start with the basic outline. And again, remember to think of everyday objects as simple shapes. Just break them down: spheres, triangles, rectangles, cylinders, cubes, pyramids, all that stuff. Thank you.